Have you ever heard of a furry?
Yes.
Awesome.
My name is Lily.
And I'm Jade.
And we became furry artists for 30 days. We're artists, we're illustrators, and one thing about us is that we want money.
Who among us does not desire cash?
Exactly. And something in the art community that people often speak of is that if you want money, you have to draw furries. Jade?
Furries. Sorry.
Yeah, so we devised a sort of an experiment to make a 30-day drawing challenge where we would be drawing and posting a furry illustration every day for the month of February.
Now let's get into the artwork.
So for this challenge, we created a 30-day prompt list to follow, so we have something to go off of. We're not just flying by the seat of our pants. Day one is draw your fursona. So I made this character. He's a little green doggy. His name is Key Lime Pie. He loves baking, and he's like a major nerd. I don't know.
So for my persona, I was going to do a bunny, but then I decided not to because I always enjoyed bunnies. So instead I did a cat, but I also like unicorns, so I did a unikitty, not stolen from the Lego movie. She's wearing like Lolita clothes because I love Lolita fashion. She's mean and she probably will beat you up, and she definitely is beating up Kila Pa. Thank you. And her name is Yuki Yuna.
Okay, so day two, the prompt is seasonal. Pick any season you like and draw a illustration based off of that. I chose winter because it was very wintry at the time. So we got little Key Lime Pie walking down a snowy street looking in the bakery window at the display of pies that they have.
He's being a major freak.
Yes, this is unfortunately true. He's slobbering all over the glass, and frankly, it's rather upsetting. But the rest of the scene is just a wonderful winter moment.
So for mine, I went for the complete opposite. I did summer, even though summer is not my favorite season. My favorite season is spring. I drew Yuki sitting outside of a Japanese home, and she has little shorts on, a little bikini top, and a sun hat. And she's fanning herself with a little Japanese fan, and she's really being chill and awesome.
Okay, so for day three, the prompt is farm animal, and I decided to go with a Piggly Wiggly, because I just recently watched Porco Rosso for the first time, and felt the need to draw an Italian pig. So this is Enzo, the engineer. He has like that old-timey fashion, you know.
He's given the guy from Tangled TV show.
Yeah, he's apparently exactly like this guy from the Tangled TV show, which I've never seen, so I didn't.
Yes!
I did not copy him. I just like that fashion style. I like his little goggles, and he sounds like Fat Sam from the movie Bugsy Malone.
Nonsense. Anything Danny Dan can do, I can do better. You know that. Alright.
So for mine, I went with a cow. She is a bimbo. She's got big boobies because what cow among us doesn't have big boobies? She's an apple farmer. Just a little bell, and I was gonna put like a little text bubble above her head, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted her to say or think, and she just ended up saying, "I like apples because she is stupid."
So, day four, the prompt is OC to fursona. So take any OC that you have and turn them into a furry. I picked my OC Cass, and I turned her into a golden retriever because I thought it fit her personality. She's like a 90s girly. She loves taking pictures, scrapbooking. She's got those little stickers on the side. And I think it turned out pretty well. It felt like weirdly like easy to turn her into a dog, but I think it suits her.
So for mine, I chose my two OCs, Maki and Yui. They live in this like Japanese-inspired world, fantasy world, and I drew Maki as a wolf and Yui as a little kitty. And I also added in the upper right their names in the made-up language that I have for their world.
Day 5, the prompt is unique fashion. I wasn't too sure on what to do for this one, but I ended up drawing Key Lime Pie in like a little jester outfit. He's got the big hat and he's balancing 4 limes on his hand. Very impressive. This one is okay. I just wish I'd given him like more interesting glasses, and also I'm not too happy with the background, but the background's not even here yet, so whatever.
So for mine, I went with Shinora fashion, which is a Japanese, I guess, sub-fashion. It's kind of like the grandpa of Decora fashion. It's from the 90s, and it was kind of based off of the idol Tomowa Shinohara.
Okay, day 6 is Chinese zodiac. Basically, whatever your zodiac animal is, take that and make a furry out of it. Rest in peace to anyone whose zodiac is snake, because I did not think about that when making this prompt list. But my zodiac is sheep, sometimes goat or ram, but for the purpose of this challenge, I drew a sheep lady. Her name is Yana, which I believe means moon, and she's supposed to be kind of like that whimsy goth style with like the dark purple and like the cross earring.
Some people like to draw snakes.
Do you?
No. So my zodiac sign is a horse. I drew this horse lady and she's dressed in like some type of traditional Korean garments, and I struggled heavily with drawing her little hoofies. They were very difficult.
Day 7, the prompt is favorite song, and the way I did this one was I just made a character based on my favorite song, which is The Killing Moon by Echo and the Bunnymen. So I drew a bunnyman and he killed somebody, and there's a moon behind him.
He's my boyfriend!
And he's Jade's boyfriend.
Thank you. So I literally just drew Dolly Parton because my favorite song is Love is Like a Butterfly. I drew it based off of the cover of the album, and I made Dolly Parton like a little golden retriever.
Day 8, the prompt is human character, which is basically like take any human character that you like and turn them into a furry. So I picked Will Graham from the show Hannibal. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, I think. And for this, I did like a little more complex layout where we got his regular, just normal outfit, as well as his FBI badge based on like the real one that he has in the show, as well as a reinterpretation of his like mask that he wears in prison as a doggy muzzle. And he is meant to be a like some sort of hound. I'm not great at drawing different dog breeds to actually look different from each other, but he's like a hound because he's out there sniffing out clues.
For mine, I drew Miku because I love Miku. She's awesome. I drew her as a husky because I don't know, I thought that would be cute, and I see a lot of people draw her as a cat if they draw her as a furry, and I was like, I think she'd be cute as a husky.
9, the prompt is beach day, so draw anyone you want hanging out at the beach. I brought back my sheep girl, Yana. She's at the beach, but she has her little parasol to keep out of the sun. I do not like this one, and I really struggled with the background, so it was just kind of like a loss. It was probably my first major flop.
No!
It's true!
No!
What am I doing?
No! It's awesome! I did a little otter lady. I was like, what animals go in the water? Otters. And I was gonna do a sea otter, but then I was like, that's too hard. So I did a lake otter. And she has a little cute swimsuit on, and she's holding a beach ball, and she's gonna like throw it at you. I don't know.
Day 10 is unusual animal, so find an unusual animal and make a character based off of that. I chose a Tasmanian devil, and I created this character. His name is Milo, which I got by looking up emo names, and that one came up because he's emo and he's kind of like a rocker boy. He plays the guitar, and yeah, he's pretty cool.
For mine, I chose a maned wolf. And they're pretty awesome wolves with really long legs. This kind of has like an alternative outfit going on, kind of like forest ground. I chose the name Fern for him because I thought it suited him. Also, Milo and Fern are boyfriends. Thank you.
Day 11 is bird, so make a bird character. I decided to draw 2 bird ladies together. They're inspired by like colonial America fashion because I'm really interested in like the American Revolution period. So this is an American Revolution AU where everyone is birds. And so they're kind of like different sides of the like class structure. Like the one lady is a fancy aristocrat and the other lady is like a mailman or something, I think. And their names are Leonora and Spotty. And they're gay. Who said that?
Whoa! I drew a bluebird for mine. She's kind of in like cottagecore clothes, and she has a little picnic basket. I am very disturbed by her legs. They like scare me, and I don't like them.
Day 12, the prompt is object to character. So basically you can just take any object that you have in your room or in your house and make a character design based off of that. For mine, I chose this bottle of Ramune that's been sitting in my room for 4 years that I have not drank yet. So putting it to good use finally. And I drew this tropical themed like monkey guy. The Ramune is peach flavored, so I made sure to like incorporate that with like the peach in his hand and like the little peach keychains, as well as just some like, you know, tropical flowers and a cute beachy outfit.
My object that I chose was this little fan that was my Nana's. I wasn't sure what to draw at first, but then I ended up on a mermaid. So I drew this mermaid doggy lady, and she's holding a little seashell. And I incorporated the little cute designs on the fan into her tail and her accessories.
Day 13 is Pony Sona, so we're talking like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, the classic.
Yes.
So I just drew Key Lime Pie as a pony. I think he'd be an earth pony, similar to maybe Pinkie Pie, could be his cousin, I don't know. And I think he was pretty easy to turn into a pony.
So I drew Yuki, and I decided that she would be an Elkhorn because she's just like awesome like that. I kind of struggled with this, even though I'm usually better at drawing ponies. I don't know why I struggled so much with this one. And her cutie mark is a little snowflake.
Day 14 is Valentine's Day. Since we did this in February, it actually was Valentine's Day, so sorry if you do it in a different month. But I drew Key Lime Pie giving someone a Valentine's letter. I wonder who he's giving it to. Maybe their name rhymes with Spooky Spoona.
So for mine, I drew this character that I actually draw every year for Valentine's, usually as a human, but this is her furry version. She's like a little stuffed animal, and she's got a little tie tack on her ear.
Day 15, the prompt is pet to fursona. So take your pet, or maybe if you don't have one, take somebody else's pet and make them a furry character. I drew my puppy, Dr. Pepper. That's her full name. I shortened it to Pepper here. But she's pretty young, so I drew her kind of looking a little bit scrappy. And I included the drink Dr. Pepper, as it is her namesake.
I drew my kitty, Honey, as a furry. She is a rapscallion, and I always picture her with a volleyball because she's like, if you give her like a hairband or anything, she like will jump so high in the air to get it. She would definitely be good at volleyball.
Day 16 is favorite animal. So my favorite animal is a frog. So I drew this guy. He's like a tomato frog. His name is Thomas Hopkins Wrigley or something like that. And he's a shady businessman from the 1940s. And I hate drawing frogs, so...
For mine, I drew a bunny, because bunnies are my favorite animals. And she's a Daylunar bunny, which are kind of like awesome reddish bunnies. And then I like gave her a little Hamtaro keychain, because she's like chill like that.
Day 17 is couple. You can draw any couple of your choosing. For mine, I brought back my girl Cass, as well as introducing another character from her story, who is the cat girl on the right. Her name is Addie. In the canon story, they're not in a relationship yet, but this is the furry world, so anything goes.
For mine, I drew these two girls who I call starfish girls. One is named Momo and one is named Lucy. Momo is on the left, and I made her a monk seal, which is the mammal of Hawaii, I believe, because she's from Hawaii. And then I made Lucy on the right a ocelot.
Day 18, the prompt is animal character. So for this one, it was supposed to be just like take any animal or anthropomorphic character and draw them in your style. So I chose to draw Shellington from the Octonauts, which is a pretty goated kids show. And Shellington is my favorite. I really didn't like this one when I finished it, but now it's okay. I don't mind it.
For mine, I chose Fluttershy from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I love Fluttershy a lot. She is very awesome. I don't like the way her arm looks in this picture because it kind of looks like it's broken, but other than that, I think it's kind of fire.
Day 19, the prompt is favorite food. So I just drew this dog guy. He's like supposed to be a basset hound, and he's eating spaghetti because my favorite food is pasta. I like all types, but for this specific instance, I chose spaghetti.
My favorite food is ramen noodles. I think they're awesome and delicious, and I just ate them for lunch. I drew like a little mop dog girl, and she's holding ramen noodles.
Prompt 20 is different time periods, so I ended up going with the 1970s, so I drew key lime pie wearing some bell bottoms and a little like knitted vest, and I wanted to go for a lineless style in this illustration, and I did cheat in a couple places, but I think overall it's pretty solid.
I chose the Victorian era. I drew this queen lady, and she is a Pardine Genet. They're like these cool little guys who are kind of like cat lemurs, but I think they're pretty cute.
Day 21, the theme was Angel and Devil, so I ended up using two characters that me and Jade actually made together. Their names are Rook and Dove. Rook is the one on the left, and Dove is the one on the right. He's the angel. This is more of an AU because they're not usually a devil, priest, and an angel, but I just thought it would be fitting. And I assigned animals to them. Rook is a raccoon, and Dove is an ermine, but he kind of just looks more like a cat because I made his ears too pointy. Be on the lookout for my hit fanfiction about them.
So for mine, I wanted to draw something freaky. I drew a wolf and a sheep, and this was hard because I had to draw a creepy wolf mouth open, but I think I ended up alright, even though it was a tough journey.
Day 22, the prompt was Cat Girl. I ended up repurposing a character design that I made for Monstertober in 2022, but I just changed her to a full-on cat girl instead of just human with cat ears. So she is a cowgirl, cat girl, calico.
So I also ended up drawing a calico for mine. She's like a schoolgirl, and I took a picture from Pinterest to reference her pose because Pinterest is awesome. And I drew like little fishies at the top, and I really like little fishies.
Day 23, the prompt was monster. So I actually almost forgot what I was supposed to do, but I had promised to draw a Sphinx cat mummy. Sphinx cats are my favorite types of cats, and it just seems fitting for them to be a mummy because they're like wrinkly old skin. I am not a big fan of this one. I rushed it after a long day, but it's okay. He's like in an 80s high school or something.
I drew a Franken doggy for mine. I really like how this one turned out. I think he's cute. In my head, he's best to use with the cat, and they go around killing their classmates. I also really like his purple tongue and his little purple toe pads.
Day 24 is redraw. So I went on the hunt for any furry art that I have already drawn, even in my era pre-furry art prodigy. So I redrew this little picture of a dog holding a pie because I thought it fit my current brand. And I think that original picture was from 2019, so pretty old.
For mine, I chose this picture I had drawn of this like Sheltie Duchess lady and Cocker Spaniel handmaiden. I was kind of struggling with this one. I don't know why. I was just like struggling with their fur patterns. But I think it ended up okay.
Day 25 was lizard or amphibian, so I brought back Mr. Thomas Wrigley Hopkins. I drew a picture of him like pulling some long hours at the office. I tried to do a little bit of an environment, like he's got the radio behind him and his desk with all his papers and his little drinky poo, and he's looking at a picture. I wonder who's in the picture frame that he's looking at.
I drew a red salamander for mine. I struggled a lot with this one, I think because he just like seemed bald to me. And I gave him a hat and I was like, surely this will help, but it didn't. I don't know if it helped that much. So I ended up giving him ears, even though salamanders do not have ears like that. He is a singer from the 40s, and I imagine he's singing at some type of club. His name is Johnny Linday.
So day 26, the prompt was horror, so a little bit of a warning for blood and a weird eyeball and pulled back skin. So I brought back my bunny guy and I gave him this like wolf buddy. They're partners in crime, and with this piece, like with the lighting, I wanted to do kind of reminiscent of like a flash photo, so they have like the red eyes and the very stark shadows.
I brought back my Franken doggy for mine because I like him a lot. I was like, what's like freaky? And then I like thought of this weird thing where he's like pulling back part of his face and revealing like his muscle and eyeball under his skin, and it's like purple and cool because he's like dead. I also added a ring lighting to give it that spookier feeling.
Day 27 was native animals, so I chose to do an American mink. I think they're very cute and I saw them a lot when I was a little kid, and on this day I was feeling the vibes of drawing like a maid lady, so I drew this girl. Her name is Scarlet and she's evil and she probably put some poison in her mysterious teapot. I think her design came out pretty cute, and in the background I did like a little lace detail, which I also thought was cute.
I chose to do a white-tailed deer for mine. I drew his little butt facing us so you can see his white tail. He's a barista and he's like serving some type of hot cocoa, and there is a blueberry muffin and a cinnamon roll floating beside him.
Day 28 was family, so I decided to draw a little family photo of Key Lime Pie and his two brothers. They're triplets. The one guy at the top is Pizza Pie, and the one on the bottom right is Berry Pie, and the loser at the bottom left is obviously Key Lime Pie.
I drew baby Yuki with her mommy and her twin brother, and they're out in a cold day. I struggled with drawing this baby apparatus. That was very hard to figure out, but I think I like how it turned out, and Yuki's mom is kind of a baddie.
Day 29, so close to the end. I didn't even know what I wanted to draw, but I ended up drawing a little nature elf bear guy. He's lost in the woods, and I don't know, I think he turned out pretty cute.
Opposed to Lily, I knew exactly what I wanted to draw from the second I saw the list. I wanted to draw a unicorn. So I drew this cute unicorn and they have a little fairy companion. Day 30.
The final day of the challenge. Yay! For this one, we both made commission sheets for our accounts, showing our price breakdowns, how you can pay us, all that good information. Unfortunately, we did not receive any commissions.
Awesome.
But I think overall, the experiment was positive in the long run because we made a lot of art, we made a handful of pretty good pieces, and I will say this, we met so many nice people on DeviantArt in the furry community who were so supportive of us as new accounts, and they left tons of nice comments, so I will forever be appreciative to those people. I would encourage anyone to try this if they are interested in starting out. I think it is a good base to get an account going, and you could potentially make some new friends in a new community. Just might not make money, but is the world all about making money?
Yes.
Don't say
Sorry.
that. I mean, you got it right. What else should I say?
I love furries. Good night.